Ahoy, skipper.
So what do we got now?
Oh, we are going back to Isla.
Oh, that's like
I
Isla.
love Isla. Isla's magical.
So work got in the way. We couldn't have our Tippling Tuesday, so we're having a Whiskey Wednesday, huh?
That's fine.
Pretty good with that.
That'll work for me.
And for Whiskey Wednesday, we get to...
Or is it Wino Wednesday?
We're not drinking wine out of a paper bag in the park.
No, we're not.
We're having some fine whiskey.
There you go.
We get to get on the boats and head to Isla.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So what we have today is, I believe, from Isla's youngest distillery, Kilchoman, which I really like. Kilchoman STR Cask. Shall I read?
You shall read.
Or as I said in a prior video, shall I say what they say?
You can say what they say.
Okay.
But say it nicely.
I will. A creation of the late Jim Swan, STR refers to a specific formula for the shaving, toasting, and re-charring, STR, of red wine hogsheads. A total of 43 casks filled in 2012 were selected by Anthony Wills, Kilchoman's founder and managing director, bottled at a strength of 50% ABV without chill filtration or coloring. The process of shaving, toasting, and re-charring has had a huge influence on these casks and the flavors a single malt possesses. The shaving has reduced some of the bolder flavors on the surface of the oak, producing a more subtle red wine influence. The casks were then toasted and charred over a natural oak fire, fueled exclusively using oak chips from used staves, removing harsh tannins and undelivered flavors, as well as breaking down unwanted chemical bonds of lignin, celluloses, and hemicelluloses. I don't know what that means.
It's a lot of chemistry.
It is. Replacing these undesirable characteristics with the creation of basic sugars, vanilla, and spice notes. Anthony Wills says that the STR cask created by the late Dr. Jim Swan balances influence from both the new and used oak to create a powerful combination of rich fruit, oak, spice, and maritime peat smoke. Typically, Kilchoman's done the vintages. They've done like the years that they were, I guess the years they were distilled, right? And then whatever year afterwards. Because they were, 2004? I think they opened? 2006? Something like that.
One of the newer ones.
I forget. They are one of the newer ones. And you know what? Honestly, I haven't had a bad one yet. They really do a beautiful job. And we've had some really young ones.
You bring the knowledge and science together, and it doesn't really matter how long it's in the barrel, as long as what they're pulling out of the barrel still tastes good.
By the way, that's really dark.
Yeah.
So, okay, shall we take your glass, sir? I didn't short pour you, did you?
Not at all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute to the lovely island of Isla. Good? Is that a good thing?
Oh, I was expecting to get a little bit of a winey note, and instead you're getting some winey notes from me. That I'm just getting a lot of the peat, a lot of the.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's got a like a Q kind of thing going on here. It's almost got a barbecue thing going on.
Well, I got to push past the first peat note.
I don't find it that strong. But then me.
You're a peat head.
I'm a peat head. Yes, like you said.
I would call you a peat monster, but you're hosting, so I really can't say.
I'm a peat monster.
That wouldn't be appropriate.
That's my kids. I don't think it's that strong. I think there's a lot of sweetness on this.
I think the issue was I was expecting to get a big winey note.
This is very dark in color.
And instead I got that first blast of peat. So
this is very dark.
The fire. Yeah, and I guess that's, again, they burned off some maybe the used ends of the barrel, shaved it down, and then they brought more of that out, so probably colors faster, even though it's not that old.
Yeah, and then with wine, right? Because it's a lower ABV, I guess there's a lot of that grape and stuff's going to soak into that outer layer. So I guess, and I could see how that would be a little bit off-putting in something like this. Unless it really sits there for a really long time.
They got some tannins in there, so they shave the staves down, then they char it, then they go and put the fine product in.
Yeah, I get a little bit of this. I get a little bit of the peat, but because there's all that sweetness, like they were saying about the vanillas and the sugars and all that, it almost comes through as almost like a barbecue, like an Isla barbecue.
I see what you're saying. We've had some of the Balcones, and we just had
some of
the stuff from
Del Bac,
from
Tucson,
from Arizona, and they also similarly the way they toast and barrel everything, it comes through with more of a barbecue. This obviously is going to have more of a peat hit up front because that's how they've toasted the barley. But
the sugar just really smells like really rich.
You have led the witness, so I am getting a lot of the barbecue notes, a lot of the caramelization, a lot of that.
The smell is really, really good, and I think it's decidedly different from a lot of the standard issue Kilchoman, like the Makir Bay, or if I'm saying it correctly,
which is fantastic.
Which I think is, if I'm correct, I believe that is the peat that really won you over.
That is.
I think that kind of like.
I don't want to say I've been won over.
Wow.
I don't like peat.
How's this? Less kicking, less screaming, more of a willing participant. How about that?
Fine. Maybe that's the way it's gone.
So anyway.
And now you got me drinking the frog and some Caligula.
Even better, I bet you spending money on the frog. And your own money.
And other sorts of things. You're a bad man. You're just a bad man.
I am Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil.
Well, you started with all the kids were doing it. It would make me cool, and I've always wanted to be cool.
You know, Pete is cool.
And then you told me it would make me feel good. So, it was just when you pulled me into the back of that panel van, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Hey now.
You did not have the best candy.
It was a Honda Odyssey.
You did not have the best candy.
But I had a whole lot of whiskey. Okay, you went in? I didn't go in yet.
I have gone in. Oh.
See,
that's good.
Now I'm getting more of the peat.
Oh, but that's just good.
Yeah, but now I'm getting a lot more of the peat. Like, I think the nose was more barbecue. Now this is more classic island.
But you get...
At the beginning, anyway.
You get the alcohol vapor, then the peat, and then the barbecue richness comes through. This is just a real... It's almost... I don't want to say balanced. I want to say layered. It's more of a layered flavor.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the same thing.
It's very layered, and the finish is... it's so rich. It's so good.
You know, like that one we had... What was that? Oh, we had that Four Roses, which we'll probably have posted by the time we get done this review. How all the flavors, all the heat is really kind of up front. Like I'm getting it like on the tip of my tongue.
Tip of your tongue, yeah.
Maybe a little bit on the back of the gums a little bit. So yeah, it's nice. I like that. That's really nice. But I get more of the peat, more of the classic island flavor in the beginning now. Then after that, a little bit of winey notes come through, a little bit, but it's more sugar and vanilla. Some baking spices.
It's a really, really well done. And the thing that amazes me the most with this kind of whiskey is we're guessing what the age is. There's so much more richness to this than the age would suggest. That it really seems as if this is an older whiskey, and they didn't start doing the casks until 2012. So it can't be. But it's just this is a really well done whiskey.
And we've tried a couple of new makes. We were lucky enough to try a couple of Lefroy new makes, and they were really good. Peated and unpeated. They were delicious. I'm guessing because they were so good, even at 2 years old, their new make has to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So, Kilchoman folks, if you're listening, by all means, send us some new make. We'd love to try it.
Peated or unpeated.
It doesn't matter. we're what's the word? Open-minded, indiscriminate, luscious.
Shameless,
whatever. Whatever.
Sure.
Anyway, I really like this. I like this a lot. Cheers to this.
Cheers to that.
Do we want to give it a score? I'm going like high 80s.
Yeah,
to low 90s.
I'd say 88. This is an 88.
I may go a little higher just because I like that. I love that smoke.
It's really good.
I like the way it balances. It's almost like an East Coast West Coast thing. You got a little bit of like Southern barbecue, but then you've got that distinctive Isla flavor in the taste. So you kind of marry the two, and it comes together. But this is really, really nice. I'm going to give it maybe a 91. I just really enjoy this, and I like what they did here.
Just really well done.
Yep, I liked it a lot. So anyhow, are we done?
We're done.
I think we're done.
So thanks to Kilchoman and our friends at Impex.
Yeah, and guess what? We got a little bit more. Oh no, we don't. Oh
Whiskey
my god. Oh,
quick,
that was terrible.
Get the rag. We'll squeeze that into a
glass. All right, we're going to
glass.
stop right now and get a sponge and suck this up. All right, folks. Cheers.